Across Africa, a new empire is rising not through conquest but through commerce and construction. China is quietly expanding its influence, investing billions in infrastructure and forging political partnerships across the continent. This transformation is reshaping economies from Djibouti to the Congo, far from the Western media spotlight. Instead of military force, China uses loans and infrastructure to secure its influence, presenting itself as a development partner. African leaders, frustrated with Western aid conditions, have welcomed this approach. China's engagement is massive, hundreds of billions invested in roads, railways, ports, and digital networks. As China's presence deepens, its leverage grows, blurring the line between partner and dominant power. Understanding this shift is crucial. It's one of the most significant geopolitical changes of our time. At the heart of China's Africa strategy is the Belt and Road Initiative, a modern Silk Road powered by infrastructure. Chinese banks provide huge loans for airports, dams, and railways, often built by Chinese companies and workers. This model quickly delivers results, while also securing future economic returns for China. Beyond infrastructure, Chinese firms are major players in Africa's mining sector, extracting vital minerals like cobalt and copper. China's involvement isn't just economic. It builds goodwill through projects like the African Union headquarters and scholarships for African students. By embedding itself in Africa's infrastructure and human capital, China ensures its influence is deep and lasting. The relationship goes far beyond simple trade. Why Africa? First, resources. Africa's minerals and energy are essential for China's industrial machine. Second, Africa's growing population represents a huge future market for Chinese goods. By building infrastructure and establishing brands early, China aims to dominate these markets. Third, politics. African nations are key allies in international forums, helping China challenge Western dominance. China offers an alternative development model: state-led growth over Western-style democracy. This Beijing consensus appeals to leaders seeking progress without political interference. In Africa, China is not just building roads but also promoting its own system of governance. For many Africans, China's partnership has brought real benefits: new roads, power plants, and jobs. But these gains come with risks. Massive loans must be repaid, and some countries are now deeply indebted to China. Critics warn of debt-trap diplomacy, where China could seize assets if debts go unpaid. Chinese projects often bring their own workers, limiting local job growth and skill transfer. Reports of poor labor conditions and environmental harm have fueled resentment in some communities. African leaders face a tough choice: rapid development versus long-term debt and loss of control. China's path to modernization is fast but comes with unique challenges. The relationship is a complex mix of mutual interests and unequal power. China's deep engagement in Africa is reshaping global power dynamics, challenging the long-standing influence of the West. By securing Africa's resources, China gains economic security and leverage over global supply chains. This gives Beijing significant power in global markets, worrying Western policymakers. China also promotes its model of authoritarian capitalism, appealing to leaders who prioritize stability over democracy. As China's influence grows, so does the appeal of its governance model, potentially eroding democratic norms. Is China's rise in Africa a force for good, or a new form of colonialism? The answer is complex and varies by country. One thing is clear: China's partnership with Africa is redrawing the map of global influence and setting the stage for a new era. What do you think? Is China a partner, a predator, or something in between? Tell us in the comments below. And if you want more untold global stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. See you next time.